Good afternoon, everyone. A little bit of snow, a little bit of rain, a little bit of slippery roads does not deter us. And I am Ed Greer. I'm the Dean of the School of Business at Virginia Commonwealth University. And I'd like to welcome you all to our 2017 graduation ceremony. This is a fantastic day. It's one of those milestones we'll never forget. And graduates, I have one last assignment for you. On this long journey, certainly you have worked hard and you deserve all the credit today. But rarely do we do anything alone. There are many people here today that'll help you. Your parents, your siblings, your relatives from friends. So I want you to stand up and turn around. Graduates, stand up and turn around and find them and give them a big round of applause and tell them we really love them and thank them for being here today. I'm sure you found them all, so you could sit down now. And now is my pleasure to introduce today's speaker. About 20 years ago, Rich Reinecke earned his marketing degree from Virginia Commonwealth University School of Business. Little did he know that 2 decades later, he would be eagerly welcomed back as one of VCU's best networked and most successful entrepreneurs. Rich got his corporate start in the search industry and quickly distinguished himself as a gifted recruiter. In 2002, he began his own entrepreneurship journey. Rich started his own company, CareerQuest. This was his own executive search firm. For 8 years, Rich thoughtfully grew the business. But when the Great Recession hit, he realized it was time for a change. He fell back on what always served him well, connecting and connections. On a recommendation, he sat down with Keith Middleton, an expert in finance who was also looking for his next endeavor. Over 2 beers, it may have been more than 2 beers, but over 2 beers and a plate of wings, they began brainstorming ideas for a new company. And today that company is known as Fahrenheit Group. The company got its start in 2010 as a fractional finance firm, a company that provides part-time accounting or even chief executive officer work for small and mid-sized businesses. Since then, the company's offering steadily expanded along with its staff. Today, Fahrenheit services cover the entire life cycle of a business. For new ventures and mid-sized companies, they continue to offer part-time fractional CFOs. When a business reaches a point they need to hire a CFO or add other executives, Fahrenheit's recruiting team searches the entire country for the best candidates. If a company reaches a point and considers a sale, Fahrenheit offers investment banking services to manage and process the sale. Under Rich's leadership, a 2-man shop has grown to 80 employees in offices in Virginia, North Carolina, and Arizona. Virginia Business Magazine has repeatedly named Fahrenheit to its prestigious Best Places to Work list. And a few weeks ago, Chamber RVA recognized Fahrenheit's contributions to our local economy with its coveted Impact Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming one of VCU's most connected graduates, a man who has made countless impacts on candidates, professionals, and thousands of companies, Rich Reinecke. Or should I say, Reinecke? Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the Ski Lodge. Who would have thought that today we'd be greeted with a winter wonderland, but here we are. This is going to make today unforgettable for you for so many reasons. Dean Greer, thank you for that amazing introduction, this amazing faculty, proud parents and family and friends that are here, but most importantly, the sea of graduates. Congratulations. I am absolutely humbled to be here with you today. It is a milestone for you, and it's a bucket list item for me. to be here. And, let me start by saying that 20-some years ago when I graduated VCU, the thought of returning to be the commencement address speaker was not top of my mind, and I can almost assure you that it was further from the mind of most of my professors. So I'm glad to be here today. And I know that there may be one or two folks in the room that recognize me or know me from the local community, and when Ed Greer dropped me off at this podium and left me here alone with a microphone, panic may have set in. I have a script, and I will stick to that script because my wife gave me that advice. She said, "You'll be fine, stick to the script," and I'm going to in just 1 minute. But as I sit here today and I look out over the graduates, it makes me think of a couple of items that I didn't include here, but I think are important to share. And that is this, that today seems to be a completion of something, and I agree. You're going to come up and get your diploma today, and that's the completion of something incredible, but is just the beginning of your relationship with this great university. And I'll challenge you that the more engaged you can be with this phenomenal place, the more incredible things will happen to you in your life and your career. So I never thought that I would have the opportunity to stand in front of you today, and I attribute a lot of that to my relationship with VCU, and I'd say that this is yet just another beginning for me. So I'll get back to my script, I promise, honey. I'm really glad that my twin boys, Jordan and Parker, are here with me today because they're juniors in high school. They're at Cosby High School here in town, and obviously juniors in high school, they're thinking seriously about what to do next. And as I thought about what I'd share today with you, I thought about the stories and lessons I might share with them as well. And as it turns out, there's a couple. First, embrace the unconventional. And second, don't be afraid to fail and understand that failure is often opportunity in disguise. And third, in business as in life, follow the golden rule. Do unto others as you hope they will do unto you. And I know they sound really simple, right? And sometimes very, very hard to follow. But as I share a few of my life lessons, I hope that you'll hear the theme of those 3 lessons come through. And I'll confess today there's sort of a 4th lesson that's mostly for my twin boys, and that's this. When you settle down, find a partner that has the awesomeness of your mom, okay? Because not only is she willing to be here on her birthday, that's right, folks, she's here on her birthday listening to me deliver a commencement speech, but she's really proud to be here, and I know that I could not be here without her, so happy birthday. Thank you. We'll all sing later. So when Dean Greer asked me to be here today with you, I was especially gratified that I had the opportunity to address this class, the winter ceremony, because I think that you and I have some things in common. If you're wearing a cap and gown today, it may be safe to guess that, like me, your journey through college may have been a bit unconventional. And I'm convinced that folks that are unconventional, folks like you and me, are inherently more prepared for success in business. And I think that it's this thing, being unconventional, is the reason I'm speaking to you today. My wife went to Virginia Tech, and she had this incredible experience. It was a very traditional experience. She lived on campus, and she graduated in 4 years, and she loved every minute of it. It just wasn't my experience. I wore my class ring today, and if you look close, you'll notice it's engraved with 1995, a very fine year. Unfortunately, it was not the year that I actually graduated. I didn't graduate until 1996. Why? There's just a bunch of reasons. I grew up in a single-parent household, a very hard-working household, and although there was a really strong desire, 1, for me to go to college, and 2, to participate and pay for that experience, it just wasn't in the cards for me. So, like many of you, I had to work my way through school, and I know I'm not alone there, right? Several of you here probably worked your way through school. I congratulate you on that. So when I was 13, I got my first job. I was the gate guard at a neighborhood pool. Just imagine a very intimidating 13-year-old. I then worked retail jobs. I worked in restaurants. I worked in the kitchen. I waited tables and I bartended. And I also got married when I was in college. And I know I'm not alone there either. I would imagine that there's a few of you that are married today as well. I knew that on my very first date with Heather, that was the woman I would marry. And in fact, I left that date. I went back to my apartment in the fan, and I told my Delta Chi fraternity brother that night, I said, I'm going to marry that woman. Like, don't fear failure, right? 22 years, we just celebrated our anniversary in October. Thank you. Thank you. I also recognized that if I wanted a shot at that girl, that I was going to have to show, well, her and probably more importantly, her parents, I was on an upward trajectory. And so when I went and asked my father-in-law to marry his daughter, he said, you know, I really want to make sure you're going to graduate college. And I assumed he probably also wanted some insurance that I was employable after college. So while I was still in school, I found some work that was going to put me really more in a position for success for what I wanted to do next. So I made the leap to a full-time job with a company called Crestar Bank. You know them as SunTrust Bank. And my job at the time was to call people who had failed to qualify for a loan and tell them they had been declined. This was a character-building job. Not fun, but I did it full-time. I switched things up, and I went to school full-time at night. And like you, I ultimately graduated. I missed the deadline that I had put in place with my father-in-law, but he understood that I was working hard, and at the end of the day, it really didn't matter the year that was on my ring. What mattered was I crossed the goal line. I took an unconventional route. I rolled with things, and I found my way. And I'd venture to guess that, like some of you here today, you're the same way. Maybe you took extra credits and you graduated early, or maybe your family and personal circumstances meant that you needed to take some time off. Or maybe you were working and going to school at the same time, and this just happened to be the semester that you crossed the end zone. Regardless, you had opportunities or you had obstacles, but the decisions you made brought you here to graduation today and the completion of this goal. And I believe that you'll have an advantage over other graduates entering the workforce because you're able to roll with the punches and you've taken that unconventional route. So don't ever forget that particular lesson. And the other two lessons here is never be afraid of failure and always act in the best interest of others. Early in my career, I had the good fortune of having a mother-in-law who was really involved in the business community, and as a result of that, even before I graduated, I was involved in networking events and business opportunities way before I should have been. And today, I think most people think that I'm an extrovert, but I think that mostly that's a learned trait for myself. Today, people know me, as Dean Greer mentioned, as a networker, a relationship developer, somebody that can work a room. But back then, when I was, still finishing up my degree and right after graduation, I was absolutely terrified of that. And it seemed like everybody in those rooms was, they had more education than I did at the time, and they were more experienced, they were older, they were more accomplished. But I did several things. I forced myself into the center of those rooms, and I focused on several things. Simply being kind, saying hello and making friends, getting people talking and finding those things that I could do for them. And it's interesting. If you focus your efforts on being kind and finding the impact that you can have on others, the university just has a way of taking care of you. Because I developed a network and a reputation, I had the opportunity at a very young age to go to work for a large national recruiting firm, and I had quickly differentiated myself from the norm in the industry, becoming known as a high-integrity person and somebody who was truly looking out for my client's best interest, even when it was not in my best interest. I happened to be in the right place at the right time, in the right market. I had some success, and soon a local entrepreneur approached me about becoming a partner and launching a new division of this same search work in a division of his company. And an inner voice had always told me, I'll one day be an entrepreneur. So of course I did what any of you would do. I quit my job. And I jumped headfirst in this new opportunity. Instead of fearing failure, I took that leap of faith. And I had to non-compete for a while. I had to sit out for a year. But during that year, I worked in other parts of his business, and I built this business plan to launch this new venture. And things were going absolutely wonderfully. Got even better when one day my wife came running down our driveway with a fistful of balloons. And she said, "We're pregnant." Quickly followed by, with twins. I was on top of the world. But then, to my surprise, this entrepreneur got an offer to sell his business back to corporate. And I'll never forget the afternoon when he too took a stroll down my driveway. This time it changed my world in a very different way. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. He said, good news, I'm rich. Bad news, you're not. And we can't continue on this path of building this business together, and I'm done. And it was traumatic. I had just walked away from a great job with a big firm. I was making what I thought at my age was way more money than I should have. And suddenly, I was out of work. My wife was pregnant with twins, and I was certain I would never replace the situation I had just left. I was trying to figure out how to pick up the pieces, and I remember the words of a mentor that met with me that day, and he said this, and I have returned to this many, many times as early as yesterday. He said to me, trust me, in the long run, you're going to look at this tragedy, this thing that is so impactful to you today, and it's going to be a blip on the radar. And I'd say he was absolutely right. Tragedies today are absolutely blips on the radar tomorrow. Losing that opportunity to be a partner in that business put me on a path to where I am at today. And in short order, I went to the company that bought that business, and I presented the opportunity that we had been planning for. And although I couldn't be a partner, I was able to convince them to launch this office here in Richmond with me at the helm. And essentially, I ran my own multi-million-dollar business. I just ran it with their checkbook. It's not a bad way to run a business, by the way. In fact, it was that opportunity that gave me the confidence to launch my own business. And that's exactly what I did next. And over the course of 8 years, I built a great business. I'd hired employees. I had several different offices that got bigger. Things expanded over a number of years. And then in 2008, something happened, the Great Recession. And I was in the business of getting people jobs at a time when companies had stopped hiring. This is the school of business, and I know that all of you here realize that that is a bad recipe for success. So I found myself, after 8 years of really hard work, watch all of this wash away fairly quickly. But through all of this, I tried to always be kind and treat people well, and most of all, I valued integrity. And although I was feeling desperate, I held on to faith that something good would come of all of my hard work. And I'm certain that that is exactly what prompted a call in 2009 from one of Richmond's greatest entrepreneurs, a lady named Karen Booth Adams. I knew of Karen's reputation, and when she called me and said, hey, you want to grab lunch? I jumped at the chance. I had no idea where this meeting would go, but after we sat down for a few minutes, we realized we had the same values and we were going to launch a business together. And by some miracle, my business partner, Keith Middleton, had also been introduced to Karen, and she somehow knew that together, Keith and I would have the magic to make this business work. And so in 2010, we launched the Fahrenheit Group, and that's the business I own today. And as Dean Greer mentioned, we've got over 80 employees. We've got offices here in Virginia. We're headquartered in Richmond, North Carolina, and we have offices in Arizona. And none of this would have happened if I had not failed. None of this would have happened if I had not embraced the unconventional, and none of this would have happened if I had not conquered some of my fears. Fear of being too young, inexperienced, incapable, and I could tell you the list could go on and on. So when you leave here today, let my example be your guide, and remember a couple of things here that we've talked about. You've already demonstrated yourself to be unconventional. Embrace that. Do not be afraid to fail. Understand that fear is going to be ever present, but really it's you that has the opportunity to decide whether it wins or you win. And sometimes even when you're pursuing your dream, if it's just not happening for you, it's just not yet your time. Keep going. Opportunities are often disguised as failure. And third, always remember the golden rule. The sooner you genuinely get excited for everyone else's success around you, the sooner success will come to you. So, class of 2017, you've accomplished so much. Today is just the beginning. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Rich. Let's give Rich another round of applause for those inspiring words. Okay. Now I'd like to invite our Senior Associate Dean, Dr. Ken Kahn, to the podium.
Graduates, your presence here today is evidence that you have met the challenges necessary to obtain a degree at the VCU School of Business. Our school and its curricula are accredited by AACSB International, the premier accrediting body in business education. Fewer than 5% of business programs worldwide have this distinction. In addition, our undergraduate information systems program is accredited by ABET, the accrediting board for engineering and technology programs. VCU is one of a select number of business schools in the country to have this distinction. Thus, your attainment of a VCU School of Business degree exemplifies that you have both the ability and motivation to master a rigorous academic program. Congratulations. Before we get started with the individual recognition of graduates, please join me in recognizing those graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. First, we recognize those graduates who have been elected to membership in 2 honor societies, Pi Kappa Phi and Beta Gamma Sigma. Pi Kappa Phi is a national honor society of scholars in all disciplines. Election to this organization requires a student to be in the top 10% of their class. Beta Gamma Sigma is the National Business Honor Society. The organization encourages and rewards scholarship among business students, promotes the advancement of business education, and fosters integrity in the conduct of business operations. Students inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma are in the top 10% of their class. Pi Kappa Phi and Beta Gamma Sigma members, please stand and be recognized. Do we have any? Undergraduate degree candidates qualify for graduation honors based on their grade point average. To obtain cum laude status, a student must have a minimum GPA of 3.3. For magna cum laude, the minimum is 3.6. For summa cum laude, the minimum is 3.9. Undergraduate students graduating cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. To graduate with university honors or business honors, students must be admitted into the University Honors College, take challenging honors courses, maintain a 3.5 GPA, and fulfill other requirements. Would our university honors and business honors graduates please stand and be recognized? Do we have any? Nope. VCU Business Student Ambassadors serve as the face of the VCU School of Business to prospective students, corporate visitors, and alumni. They give tours of Sneed Hall, serve on information panels, and work recruiting events, all as volunteers. Ambassadors, please stand and be recognized. The ambassadors are one of 21 student organizations in the School of Business. These organizations provide service, networking, and leadership opportunities. VCU business academic competition teams travel the nation to represent our university in competitions with the best and brightest business schools from across the globe. And even better, many of our teams win. At this time, I would like to ask all students who are members of any student business organization or competition team to please stand and be recognized. Do we have anybody? Upon graduating from the VCU School of Business, you will become a member of the VCU Business Alumni Society, joining more than now 30,000 VCU business graduates who have gone before you. Many of these alumni are in major leadership positions in business, nonprofits, and government. The Alumni Society takes pride in your success and is dedicated to building powerful connections for students and alumni throughout their careers. A professional photographer is here to take pictures of the graduates during the ceremony. Instructions on how to order photographs can be found in your programs. If you wish to take your own pictures during the ceremony, please stand only when your graduate is on stage. Please do not crowd the front area. We very much appreciate that. The presentation will be made in the following order: first bachelor's, then certificates, and then masters. I would like now to call Dr. Shannon Mitchell, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies, to recognize our Bachelor of Science and Post-Baccalaureate Undergraduate Certificate candidates. Dr. Mitchell.
Marshals, please escort to the stage the candidates for the Bachelor of Science. No. Nathan Philip Abraham. Ahmad Al-Mustafa Abul-Rish. Amit Acharya. Melody Afzal Irad. Miriam Shakari Akram. Evan J. Albrecht. Musal K. Al-Bakari. Abdullah Ahmed Al-Hosani. Muhammad Adel Al-Hosani. Osama Al-Humaid. Raed Al-Jadali. Luai J. Al-Khalaf. Henry Al-Otay. Abdullah Hussein Al-Mahudi. Turki Al-Otaibi. Mohammed Aref Al-Zabi. Brittany Markia Amefu, cum laude. Mimi A. Apoma. Samuel An. Dwight Eugene Andrews, cum laude. Levin Anjaparitsa. Walid Anwarzai, cum laude. Andres R. Arameo Lipa. Sarish Arshad. Benjamin Hayes Atwood. Muhammad Azam. Massimo Biasuzzi, cum laude. Courtney Nicole Bailey. Zachary Baker, magna cum laude. Miriam Bamba. Daniel J. Bashkansky. Jonathan Becerra, magna cum laude. Christina Marie Benedict, magna cum laude. Dylan C. Benjamin. William Barrios. Ayinde Edward Bickersteth. Prashant Bishwakarma, magna cum laude. Ryan B. Blow. Jacob Bondurant. Samuel Bortfeld. Brittany Bosher. John William Boehm. Aaron E. Brennan. Kadira Shanice Brown, cum laude. Rebecca Brown. Elias Samuel Burrell. Christopher E. Campfield. Jean-Michel Carpenter, magna cum laude. Kent Chapman. Alan Chen. Matthew David Chiappone. Soon E. Chung. Ashley E. Cicero. Jean H. Clavicilia, Jr. Kevin Conley, cum laude. Julio Contreras Garcia. Carla Corrales. Austin Cox. Emily D. Cushman, magna cum laude. Daisy Lee Ann Cutchins, magna cum laude. Abdullah Khalid Galwali. Louis Carlin Shafak Dahju. Anna Lee Dale. William Strickland Dale. Micah Yvette Davenport. Chad Thomas Davis. William Robert Luck Davis. Michaela Lindsay DeCastro, cum laude. Justin Leo DeJohn, magna cum laude. Lynn Din. Christopher P. Doan. Eric X. Stong. Jack Doyle. John Taylor Drummond. Jacob A. Duval. Zachary Matthew Eaton. Linda Marie Edling Guthrow. Joshua Elder, cum laude. Rosemary Anand. Matthew S. Sies. Christine Long. Matthew R. Lurie. Hung Ji Liu. Haley E. Ewer. Connor Evans, cum laude. Yvonne Oninya Izegu. Noelia Artemis Valzeda. Nassim Farajan, magna cum laude. Christian Farinas. Aaron K. Fauber. Stephen Edward Fisk. Justin A. Fitchett. Austin X. Flagg. Jimena D. Flores. Mitchell Andrew Ford. Brooke Elizabeth Fulton, magna cum laude. Anya Hemen Gandhi, student ambassador. Diana Garnica. Jason Matthew Gold. Cameron Gore. Thomas Gorman. Costa Gramenos. Alexander J. Graves. Matthew Lamar Green. Danielle Lindsay Greenfield. Christine Hamilton. Jareer Antolin Hassan. Justin Lee Hazelwood. Samuel T. Henderson. Dylan Hendrickson. Kaylee Amber Hendrickson. Samuel Rohana Herrick, cum laude. Jennifer Huang. Curtis Rumiel Holloway, student ambassador. Tamara Quarles Holman. Robert T. Hooley, Jr. Jake A. Horstein. Charlotte Ruth Hudson, cum laude. Lauren Huffstickler. Gina Lynn S. Hunley. Jasmine Denise Hurt. Reem Ahmed Hussein. Lam Huynh, cum laude. Carlo S. Inocencio. Fahad M. Al-Shamwari. Laura Marie Ivy, cum laude. Jonathan Eob. Gracia Izaguirre. Alex Allen Janosek. Brian Edward Johnson. Richard C. Jones II. Wesley Kwame Jones. Alex Jan Kaldma, magna cum laude. Gersharon Kaur. Mater Zagazeab Kebede. John Allen Kelly. Christopher Joseph Kelly. Lindsay Ka. J.S. Kamar, magna cum laude. Sarah Antoine Khoury, summa cum laude, student ambassador. Andrew Kim. Lindsay Dawn King, magna cum laude. Sade Maya Knight. Nicholas P. Kondasar. Aisha Nicole Lacey. Haley Montgomery Lader, cum laude. Kariston Lamb. Patrick Daniel Laughlin. Tina Lee. Noelle Yene Lee. Patrick Raymond Yamas. Austin Miles Long. Murtaza Mahmoudi. T. Mai. Diego A. Marquez. Alexander K. Martin. Brandon A. Mason, cum laude. Bradley A. Maxwell. Carolina Mejia. Andrea E. Mercedes. Charles Malia. Daryl Ligori Misquith. Derek Moore. Devin Xavier Moore. Jennifer Brooke Moran. Jana Louise Morgan. Daniel Morrow. Ching Mu, cum laude. Shannon Marie Nappy. Justin R. Naquin. Nahum Navarro. Connie Naknyo. Brandon Yi Si Nguyen. Justin Duck Nguyen. Michael D. Nixon Garrison. Andrew Jerome Nolan. Christian Noonan. Gilberto Nunes. Samuel Jacob Ober. John E. O'Connell IV, magna cum laude. Caroline O'Keefe. Abdu Ojebi. Matthew Ryan Patesel. Ian R. Patterson. Mary L. Patterson. Amber Mary Payne Castro, magna cum laude. Thomas Wilson Payne III. Sean Peterson. Patrick Lewis Persky. Michael Allen Petrarca. Anthony Fetsumfu. Christopher M. Pirello. Stephen Harrison Paulison, cum laude. Hazel Carolina Ponce. Caroline Porte. Yusra Jawed Kadir. Zhenshu Shi. Jim Kiros. Ushan Randall. Tavon Pierre Randall. James Alexander Ray. Michael Reynolds, Jr. Daniel J. Ripley. Taylor Victoria Robinson. Zachary Philip Rodenberg, cum laude. Merft Saba, cum laude. Nader Sala. Maylot Sampson. Jeremy C. Satterwhite. Lindsay Joanna Saunders, magna cum laude. Ashana Malia Sawyer. Yassine Semmami, cum laude. Joanna Pearl Senseng. Hadi Abdul Majid Sheikh. Rohit Sharma, summa cum laude. Selota Shimelis. Charlie Ann Shrewsbury. Benjamin Elias Siphon. Zain Sindhu. Bhupinder Singh. Daniel Slider, cum laude. Mushka Shmelojic. Amber Adelaide Smith. Angela Clara Smith, summa cum laude. Blake Anthony Smith. Zachary R. Snyder. John Anthony Samaribla Robles. Effie Maria Stathis. Anna Stevens. Lila B. Stitzer. Jessica Lauren Stout. Ryan Strum, magna cum laude. Andrew Dimming Son, magna cum laude. Andrew Leonard Sutter Barrett. Elizabeth Victoria Swindle. Calvin Taliaferro. Varinci N. Tadikanda. Yu Tang, cum laude. Siraj Telhan. Suryashwark Taubade. Joseph J. Thurston. Austin Timberlake. Bruce Joseph Toulon. Keon Tyquez Tyler. Star Lee Umbel. Sarab Verma. Kayla Byars. Marisabel Vitag. Lexus Walker. Zachary M. Watson. Christopher Andrew Weller. Jessica Whitaker. Renee Michelle White. Asia Wilson, cum laude. Bradley Keith Wilson. Jacob W. Wright. Amin Yusuf. Jisuk Sophia Yu. Nan Yu. Anna Zaridza. Joel Miguel Sabeos. I would now like to recognize candidates for our post-baccalaureate undergraduate certificate programs. Caitlin Elise Gordon. Aisha Heron Bryant. Lawanda Kelly. Graduates, I wish you continued success and happiness.
I would like now to call forward Ms. Jana McQuaid, Executive Director of Graduate Studies, to recognize candidates for graduate certificate and master's degrees.
I will now recognize the candidates for the Master of Business Administration degree. Jasmine J. Davis. Larvell N. Davis. Taylor Lane Fink. Stephen Andrew Hamilton Archer. Christopher Scott Martin. Ryan B. Maxwell. Victoria Ann Morales. Shannon C. Nye. Matthew Scott Oliver. Robert Hutchison Wise. I would now like to recognize candidates for the following master's degrees: Master of Accountancy, Master of Arts in Economics, Master of Decision Analytics, Master of Product Innovation, Master of Science in Business, Master of Science in Computer and Information Systems Security, Master of Science in Information Systems, and Master of Supply Chain Management. Karen Gail Narcisco Fernando. Cortland James Hacker. Mohammed Shakil Sadat Hossein. Brittany Marina James. Josie Job. Jaiwen Ling. Tracy Liu. Caitlin A. Mahoney. Jeffrey B. Parker. Moriah Dalila Rouser. Mridula Sarkar. Amal Abdunasser Sindhi. Tan Tran. Samvid Prashant Devashari. Jyoti Sharma. Hana Ahmed Alamari. Once again, please accept congratulations from all of us assembled here today.
As you graduate from the VCU School of Business, please stay in touch with us. And we're serious about that. Please stay in touch with us. This will allow us to continue to celebrate your accomplishments both today and into the future. Be especially proud of your VCU degree. It is indeed held in high esteem, and you've worked hard to earn that degree. You know that. Diplomas will be mailed or will be available for pickup based on the student's selection beginning on or after January 22nd. Further information is in your program. For the recessional, faculty on stage will leave first, and then the marshals will lead the graduates out of the exhibit hall, beginning with the front rows. I suggest that family and friends meet their graduate outside in the convention center lobby. Please remain seated until all graduates have left the exhibit hall. I would like to thank families and friends of our graduates for sharing in our Winter Wonderland celebration today. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain at your seats while we give a final salute to the class of 2017.